Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome back to the channel. This morning, I woke up to find Ranger Steve had already packed up his gear and was super excited to go head over to that trailhead to look at the special redwood grove that he came down here to see. So I decided to go ahead and pack up my gear rather quickly and not really bother with film and breakfast and all that kind of stuff. Because I was pretty excited to go see these redwoods too, to be honest with you.
Morning.
It turns out they're right around the corner.
Morning.
And I've been here a couple of times and never knew they were there. So sit back and relax. And I'm going to show you something you've probably never seen before. Thanks for riding along. In case anybody was wondering where we are, Sinkion Wilderness State Park. That's what Steve came down here to look at. Cold-blooded. Okay, Steven, where are we? What are we doing here?
We are here at the trailhead towards the Shady Redwoods here along Usal Road near Usal Beach Campground we were just at last night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, it's just right on the corner.
redwoods are the tallest trees on the earth, and they do love the coastal mountains where they get that coastal fog, but they really don't like it right close to the shore because they don't like the salt spray, and they're susceptible to the winds. But if you know anything about redwoods, they clone and repair themselves. And so the grove, apparently, that we're headed towards has experienced lots of battery by coastal winds, and their canopies are actually quite low to the ground. And so these are called the Candelabra redwoods. They actually look like, candle holders.
So you're basically...
So I've seen on the internet.
So basically you're saying that we're getting a chance to look at the tops of redwood trees from ground level, kind of a thing?
Sort of, but they're a little weirder than that. It's a little bit more complex than that.
Okay. Wow, that's gnarly. Look at that. And this is all caused by the wind?
There's some weird mutation going in here too. I don't know.
So these are...
When they receive an injury, a branch breaks off and it stimulates the growth tissue in the cambium to send up a new sprout, which can become a new trunk or a new reiteration.
Yeah, I talked about that yesterday.
And these have all kinds of wispy, wavy reiterations.
This is crazy. I've never seen redwoods like this.
But they're so complex genetically too. This could also be a behavior of this subpopulation, Who knows?
Well, I'm sure they would have had studies of that, wouldn't they? I'm guessing it's probably because they're so close to the ocean with the salt spray.
Co-workers Max and his girlfriend Leah are really buddied up now and are working with Steve Sillett.
Really?
Yeah, so I can maybe get the inside scoop.
For those of you that don't know, Steve Sillett, Dr. Steven Sillett, is a professor at Humboldt State University, Cal Poly Humboldt now. He used to be Humboldt State University when Steve and I went there. But he is the only guy that has been on the cover of National Geographic twice. And he's the guy that climbs the redwood trees and does all of his research in the upper canopy, things like that. And
really cool
pretty interesting guy if you ever get a chance to check it out. Looking for a National Geographic. Okay. What do we got here?
Yes. My suspicions are correct. Salty air and strong coastal winds have sculpted these trees.
See, I was right. Salty air and strong coastal winds.
I suspected the strong coastal
Chalk
winds.
one up for me. Look at this, though. That is crazy. Look at how it, like, wow. Look at how I don't even have the words, man. Like, it just spirals around and twists. That is just wicked. Wow. Just look at the way it twists and turns, and it's knotted, and like the size comparison. I mean, look at me for scale, you know.
I know. That's crazy.
It's just, this place is cool.
Yeah.
Well, that was pretty cool. So Steve and I just finished. If you're ever in this area and you're camping out here, it's literally, I mean, we were camping. You could have walked from the campsite, okay, if you're camping out here on the Lost Coast at this campsite and at Usal Beach Campground. Walk right over here, go up there. That is definitely something to check out. Very cool. And yeah, if you've been here before, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. I mean, Steve and I were blown away. We were looking at that sign and then looked up and, oh, there they are. So that's pretty cool. But what do you think? On to Fort Bragg?
Yeah.
On to Fort Bragg. Okay. We are about roughly 6 or 7 miles from Highway 1. So we're going to continue south on Usal Road here, get some really good views of the ocean, I'm hoping, right up the street, or right up the road here. And then we're going to hit Highway 1, go south down to Fort Bragg. And then I think from there, Steve's going to go home, and I'm going to go camping. Oh, I love this bike. So after we left Shady Dell Redwoods, we continued south on Usal Road, and I'll tell you, the road, it just started to climb and climb and climb, and just kept climbing. So keep that in mind as you watch the rest of this. It just kept going up and up and up forever, and you got to pay attention. You know, there are some other people on the road, and there's a lot of ruts in the road and exposed roots and things like that, and the views can be really beautiful and there's a lot to look at, but you really got to pay attention to the road, because if you don't, well, let's just say unexpected things happen.
Oh shit! Oh. Woo! And that is why woo! That was fun. That was almost a leg breaker. I got caught down in that rut and couldn't get out. Whew. Well, if I wasn't awake before, I sure as hell am now. Oh. Hey. Time picking my lines today. I have to do a little bit better. That's a cool tree. Whoa! All right, man. You know, there are other people on the road, guys. Come on. I would have been very upset if that guy would have plowed into me. This is a fantastic route. I really like this ride. I mean, this road is, as you've seen, is pretty damn brutal at times. But in the words of the great Sterling Noreen at Motorcycle Travel channel, if you go slow and know your limits and try to push your limits enough, you can do this safely while still trying to improve your riding skills. And that's kind of where I like this road here is definitely at my limit. Anything more than this, and I think I would really struggle. Mike wouldn't, but I would. Nice stretch of redwoods through here. Whoa. That hurt. What a cool ride, though. Oh, what do we got here? This looks promising. Another coastal trail. Oh, I can't see anything. It's all fogged out. You guys are gonna have to trust me. There's a sheer drop off right here. And the ocean is right there.
definitely don't want to go off that edge because it's certain death. You guys got to see this. This is pretty cool. I don't know if you can see it, but it just drops down. That's all the Pacific Ocean down there. It's a cool ride though, huh? How much battery I got left in the GoPro? I'm doing okay, I guess. See how long it lasts. What a ride. Now that is a pretty cool looking tree. That's a big Douglas fir. Time to stop for coffee. Area closed for restoration. Save the Redwoods League. Huh. I thought this was private back in here. Cool. Well, that works. Phew. Okay. About time to switch the batteries in the GoPro again. Show you my setup. So inside, this plugs in to my bike, which you have to unplug, otherwise it'll drain your battery. But that wires up and feeds 3 USB ports in which I can charge 3 GoPro batteries at once, because this thing eats batteries. I can charge extra batteries for my Insta360 camera as well, or anything else I want to plug in there. So it's kind of cool. And with that said, let's change the battery. So after Steve and I reached Highway 1, this is where we decided to part ways. He made a left and headed over to Highway 101 to head back home, and I continued to go south on Highway 1 and head down to Fort Bragg. I think Fort Bragg is going to be about 45 minutes or so probably longer because I like to stop and look at stuff. And yeah, we'll just see how this plays out. Let's let this adventure continue. Man, what a gorgeous day. What a gorgeous day. I think they've recently repaved this road because it's in great shape. If you've never been on Highway 1, well, you're in for a treat. So at this point in the ride, I just got to point out something. Coming off of Usal Road, and as bumpy and rough as that was at times, and then coming on to this incredibly smooth, beautiful new pavement, and riding through some of the most beautiful redwoods around at speed, well, it was kind of mesmerizing, almost hypnotic. I don't know. What is it for you? Just like that, we're back on the ocean. Oh, what a gorgeous day. What an absolutely beautiful day. Well, I'm getting hungry. Fort Bragg's just down the road, 20 miles or so. Gonna hit the North Coast Brewery for lunch, stock up for supplies for tonight's camping trip, and yeah, let's just enjoy the scenery, Northern California. Whoops. There we go. Helps if you put it in the right gear. Yeah, and I was afraid it was going to be windy today. I'm so glad it's not. It's a little windy, but well, actually not. It's pretty nice. Those cows know how good they got it. You're just out here hanging out, eating with an ocean view. That's where I want to go, right there. All right, circle back.
electricity at all, huh?
I know I'm going the wrong way, but I'm gonna park over here anyways. Nice. I'll give this guy some more room. Okay, we have arrived at the brewery. One of my favorites. I haven't been down here for a while. This is the North Coast Brewery, and they make a Irish dry stout that is one of my favorites. It's called Old Number 38. It's got a picture of an old steam engine with a 38 on it, and you can't buy it in the stores. You have to come here and get it, and it's really good. So I'm looking forward to that and seeing what they got on the menu. I just got to the North Coast Brewery. Ordered my favorite stout in the world of Old Special Number 38. You can only get it here. And got a sandwich coming with a side of clam chowder, so that should be pretty good. And, almost got the special, but I'm trying to watch my plans. I want to continue this. I want to continue this trip a little further than what I planned, and have funds to do that if I decide to do that. So, cheers to everybody for hanging in there with me. Gonna stock up, get one of these filled for tonight. Try to find us a place to camp. Probably maybe over on Highway 20. The Jackson Experimental Forest is over there. It's a research forest that has a lot of stuff going on, redwoods and things like that. And we might camp in there, we might not. I don't know. I'm going to check it out. But we're going to be heading just a little bit further south after lunch. We'll check out a little bit of Fort Bragg and some more of the town. And it looks pretty cool. There's some neat stuff here to take a look at. So we'll go play around a little bit. But then we're going to turn east on Highway 20 and head towards Willits. And somewhere along there we're going to camp tonight. So we'll check it out. But until then, it's going to have a beer, some food. Thanks for riding along. Have a good time. Hope you are.